First of all, a big thanks to all of the arm wrestling fans, all of the supporters of this channel for taking me to 28,000 subscribers. You guys are really awesome. I really appreciate that. It took more than 3 years to get there. So a long journey, over 1200 videos, but awesome. Really, I really enjoy that. Not like I really enjoy creating videos, because when you have to come up with the scripts or sometimes bullet points, then record, then edit, then thumbnails, titles, then keep monitoring the video, it's a lot of work. Let's be honest, it's a lot of work, and nobody really enjoys doing that much work. But the overall response from the arm wrestling community, that's really awesome. The product that we are creating here on Arm Wrestling News, I really like it. So thanks everyone. 8 people are watching, 27 likes. Thanks everyone. JR Williams, thanks brother, thanks. I really appreciate that. I read some of your comments Okay, let me close this. I read some of your comments, and man, I really need to get the dictionary out whenever JR Williams is typing something. Devon already beat Dave. Okay, but that was in 2019, about 4 years ago. So I think the rematch makes sense right now. Right from the beginning, I wasn't in huge favor of people saying that, well, if it is a North American match, then we should probably face each other here, or if it is a match between two athletes from USA, then they should probably face each other in USA. I don't really buy that analogy, because if big money is offered, there are some big matches where they may not find a big enough stage to represent that level of match when we do it in the States. I think Todzilla versus John Brzenk could be another one of them examples. I really don't know AWC Fight 9 how big of a promotion they are going to present to us, but I hope the stage is big enough to represent these two legends of the sport. Hello Pradeep, Karan aka The Hunter, thanks brother. Dave will press Devon round 1 but can't win over 7 rounds. I created this live stream yesterday, but then I forgot to make it public, and I was like, okay, let's go live now. It's about time, and I saw that I didn't even make it public, so I postponed it for 24 hours, and here we are. Keep up the awesome content and hard work. Mahalo from Honolulu, Big Al Manoa Valley, aloha. Okay, brother, thanks. Hello, Pradeep. Hello, Adnan. This is just a formality match. Devon will beat him. And by the way, guys, did you see the graphics that just came out from Core Sports? I uploaded it on my community page. I'll show you in a minute. I'll show it to you in a minute. But the topics that I've listed on the thumbnail for this video: Devon at Arm Wars. So Devon Led's Arm Wars matches are already over. He didn't seem to be too much excited while talking about the matches in his video. So I was kind of getting an assumption that his matches were maybe not hard enough. That's what I'm assuming. And the two pullers, or the two matches that he had here, I don't think it is possible for me to make a guess or to do enough research just to find out who the opponents are. Maybe some of you guys can, but I really doubt that. So the opponents are hidden from us, and I wouldn't be surprised if I don't even know who the opponents are, even after watching the match. If they're kind of relatively unknown to me, I wouldn't be surprised to know that. Hello Pradeep, just popping in to show you my support. Thanks for the live stream. I read a comment after a very long time. Keith Thomas, thanks for joining. Did Devon say Dave is a big dummy? Yeah, that title, I don't know if all of the viewers got that title of the video that I uploaded yesterday. Unsportsmanlike versus Big Dummy. And there was one guy calling me out for saying that Devon is unsportsmanlike, and clearly he wasn't following arm wrestling closely in 2019. So as it started, Devon led was called out by Dave Chaffee for being disrespectful towards the referees, towards the opponent, and not having sportsmanlike qualities. So then after that, Devon uploaded a video titled Unsportsmanlike, and he called Dave a big dummy in that video. So that video was more than 3 years ago. That's where the title came from, Unsportsmanlike versus Big Dummy. Good morning, evening, night. Yeah, for me it is 9 p.m. Tal Paul Hutchins Jr. Pradeep, you make a good point. Devon's WL match versus Dave would never have held up under today's refereeing. Okay, today's arm was at 40 arm. Okay, Devon's arm was at 45 degrees and his shoulder below the table. Yes, yes, through almost throughout the entire match. Hello, Philip. So Devon at arm wars. Let's get back to that match and then we'll talk about this Dave Chaffee match in detail. So, what do you think about this strategy? Like, I just simply cannot try to find any possible way how this is a good strategy from Neil Pickup because Devon is the biggest asset in the sport, and as soon as you have anything around Devon Ladd, you want to publicize it as much as you can. The more publicity you can get around Devon, the better it is for you, the better it is for the fans, the better it is for your YouTube channel, your brand. And trying to hide Devon Ladd's opponents, trying to hide Devon's matches from the audience, that may be one of the worst decisions ever. Like you can do that with some of the relatively unknown arm wrestlers, but as soon as you got a famous arm wrestler on the card, and that too as big as Devon Ladd, and you're hiding the matches, to me it doesn't really make any sense. Good day, Joey Bergs. Kiran is saying why Kiran is also Indian name by the way. Why do you people say that Devon versus Dave Chaffee is king of North America, but they both lost to Gennady, but Jerry had a win against Gennady? That's the promotion, man. That's the promotion. If WL had Jerry versus Gennady, Jerry versus Devon on, I think they would have called that match King of North America. I'm quite sure about that. So whoever they got, they have to use that title. Dark card is joke. J.R. Williams is saying, is the King's move allowed in King of the Table? Well, Khalid Jashel used it against a schoolboy, against Larry Wheels. So yeah, yes. You should be asking, is the shoulder allowed to dip below the table in neutral or losing position? If that's your question, then no. Is Dave hurt? He looked weak versus Revas. Man, Revas looked that strong. Revas looked that strong. Strange tactics, yes, but I'll still watch it. But you don't know when. That's the question. Yes, I'm Indian. Okay, your supporter. Thanks. Okay. Your second name was like Soro Kaibam. Then you have to be from Assam, I'm guessing, or Manipur. Like, can you tell me which state you are? If he wins at least 2 matches out of 3 matches against Dave, Gennady, and Dennis, then he will no longer be called overrated. Overrated, yeah. Okay, the names you mentioned, Dave, Gennady, and Dennis. 2 matches, yeah, that makes sense. That totally makes sense, brother. But haters will find reasons to. I don't think if he wins 2. So I'm assuming that you're talking about the Gennady rematch. Because if you've already calculated his loss in these 3 matches, then he needs to win both Dave versus Dennis. And if Devon loses this match, then it will be like a real big hit on Devon's, I would say, aura or his career accolades, his presence in the arm wrestling world. Because and especially the Dennis Siplenkov match. If he cannot beat Levon on the right arm, then he cannot beat Gennady on the right arm. If he loses twice to Gennady, then that would be disastrous for Devon. Like that Gennady rematch, I will say, is the most important match in Devon Ladd's career ever. Period. If he loses that, then it will be forever written in Devon's legacy in the history books of arm wrestling that Devon cannot beat a super heavyweight elite European on the right arm. It will be written forever. And after that, he needs to win Dennis. He can change it, but if he loses to Dennis as well, then I would say it will be a big disaster. Devon overrated. Didn't he just lose because of his ego? Hello from Proud Georgian. Yes, Dave got neck injury, I think. Yes, he has, but that is nothing new. He has been bothered by that thing for a very long time. Dave mentioned his neck's nerve issue while which affected him badly. Yeah, he mentioned that it's affecting his right arm, not his left arm, not his right arm. That's what he said in the Dubai interview. Devon feels forced to do charity for Neil just so Neil doesn't feel bad that Devon keeps going on Engin's events but not his. So he goes there so Neil doesn't feel left out through he should stop going. Okay. Yeah, I kind of agree with this statement, but Devon also said in his live stream that he really likes Neil's concept. He feels blessed to be here, stuff like that. But I also do think that there is a part of a old friendship, like repaying your debts to your friend, kind of stuff going on there as well. Maybe that's just my guess, though. Nobody can be sure about that. I hope we get to see Dennis pull more this year than just only Devon in October. But I don't think we will. I don't think we will. I also hope that. Yeah. Hello, my friend. I mean, Arm Wars channel. Yeah. It doesn't make sense to not publicize Devon's opponents, especially when they are relatively unknown. Anyhow, yeah, that's one of the biggest things, and I've read it in the comments too. The most of the people are getting invited to Arm Wars without payment because they are sold a dream that you will make a career out of it, and if they go 6 and 0, if irrespective of whether they win or lose, their matches aren't even showed sometimes. So how are you going to make a career? How are you going to get famous if your match isn't even shown on the internet? That's kind of weird. Yeah, and if they are unknown, they would want that. Let's say if I was a relatively unknown European arm wrestler, but my left is at Devon's level and I can give him a good match, I would want to publicize that. That thing can possibly make me rich. It can make me rich forever. Wayne Withers arm wrestling. Hello, my friend. Hello, brother. Hello, brother. Good to see you after a long time. All the athletes, so time before streaming of matches. Anyhow, they have now revealed all the athletes. Who are the athletes? I still don't remember. Abhivandit, please let me know. Yes, bro, Manipur. I guessed it. Dark Arts is a scam card. Dark card. Okay. Is money laundering scheme. Neil thinks obscuring Devon's opponent builds suspense. No. You can clearly see even in this chat. I've tried to divert people towards that topic away from the Devon versus Dave match for 3 times, and now finally I succeeded. And that match happened like today or yesterday, whatever it was. Wednesday, yeah. So yesterday it happened. And still people don't want to talk about it. I thought Chaffee had an injury. Yeah, how can you build suspense without a match, without even seeing the face? It's not a horror movie where the suspense is when you don't see the ghost. It's literally not a horror movie. You need to see the opponents, in my opinion. And still not releasing the Devon versus Sandre say this match, that's a big L as well for the channel. I thought Chaffee had neck issues, yeah. Want to visit India soon? Where to start? Where can I pull there? Thanks for. I think 99% of the time you'll be landing in New Delhi because everyone goes to Taj Mahal when they come here. So I'm not big into tourism and travel, so probably, but I can certainly give you a lot of tips when you travel here. But not big into traveling myself. If Devon loses again, I'm quitting. Quitting what? Or Dennis versus Hermes Gasparini. No. I think Hermes will easily take Denis Iprankov's hand, and even if Dennis can stick that King's move, that flop press from Hermes is coming. Arm Wars is the worst arm wrestling event right now. Devon versus Hermes. Dennis versus Hermes. No. Leret versus Laletin. Laletin is a match I want to see. That would be cool to see for sure. Want to visit India. Okay, I read it. So I thought after watching this Devon versus Gennady match, how much Devon was running away from Gennady's flop press. That was something interesting to see. I kind of saw that coming. If you remember my prediction videos, my live streams, I was the one saying that in a flop press, when Devon has taken Gennady's hand, Gennady will be so strong that he may even be holding Devon in a flop press and looking at him while pressing him down to the pad. And if that moment ever came where Devon was able to stop the flop press, that moment was literally coming. I guessed that he will be so strong that he'll look at him and then press him down slowly to the pad. But he was so strong that Devon couldn't even stop his flop press so that that moment can finally happen. So in that sense, my prediction was kind of correct. And after seeing that, it was kind of a strange. Like I was thinking in my own mind how Devon versus Hermes can go. Looking at that, I may be crazy, but man, I think this is again going to sound crazy. If the version of Hermes Gasparini that went against Levon, I think that version can literally himself give his wrist to Devon and still easily press through him to the pad. Like Hermes Gasparini's flop press is like underrated, I would say. It's underrated. It's really, really strong. In that moment, I kind of saw it as Hermes doesn't even need to top roll Devon. He can voluntarily give his wrist and easily press Devon to the pad. Pro Punja League in the house, guys. Please subscribe to PPL. Devon versus Gennady rematch in India. That would be amazing to see if you can pull it off, but I think it's going to happen in August at East versus West. If it happens in India, wow. You know what? The owner of Pro Punja League, Praveen Devas, he was talking about me. He was talking with me like, how about a match? How about a Devon match in India? So is it happening in India? I don't really know. I never looked at it that way. As of now, we all are assuming that it is going to happen on August 26th at East versus West. That's when the rematch is. It would be like a shock for me to see that it happens in India at Pro Punja League. But August. Pro Punja League. Pro Punja League is also in August. But it ends somewhere around 17th of August. Pradeep as the ref. No carving allowed. Yes. I should be like I was thinking about I should do some certifications in refereeing. That would be really awesome. And I would be the nightmare referee for some of the athletes in today's world. How about would you want to see it? Arm wrestling news becomes a referee. Yeah. I don't really think, yes, people say that arm wrestling is a difficult job, refereeing is almost impossible. I don't really see it that way. I've always been watching all of the matches at 2x speed, and most of the times I can spot the elbow fouls on the screen. So I'm assuming that if I can see the elbow fouls on my mobile screen at 2x speed, when everything slows down, let's be honest, 1x speed will be a slow speed for me. I wouldn't like to believe that I will be missing too many elbow fouls. That would be awesome. The armrest. I'll be really famous as a referee, I think. Book me again. Book me as a referee. Let me get some of the certifications needed. Let me referee few tournaments. When will Devon versus Gennady match upload? So the first match, Engin uploaded the first match today, I think. Daniel Prokopchuk versus somebody. Dagarlik. Yeah. So the matches will be uploaded within 2-3 days. That's what I would assume. Yep. That would be awesome. Tal Paul Hutchins is saying Ambani can do East versus West. Yeah. Ambani ko batao koi. Let Ambani know about arm wrestling. Then all of the arm wrestlers' problems will be solved. Time will tell. Devon was number one with both left and right. Hermes can only dream of this dream. Okay, that's a strong statement. That's a strong statement, Shakti. But you can also say that Hermes beat Gennady fairly easily and Devon can only dream about it. What about Devon versus Alijan Muratov on the left hand? Didn't Muratov call out Devon? Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Maybe I'll make a video about it. Yeah, you. Thanks for the reminder. I think it should be like that guy. The Kazakhs, they don't really speak that much, and when once we always complain about it, and he called out Devon, and I've never made a video about it, and then people like me criticize them for not being vocal enough. I think that's my fault. I think that's my fault. I should have made a video about it. I will. I will. Thanks for reminding. Waiting for Neil Pickup joining the live stream to correct Pradeep. It shows that Fresh as a Daisy watches all of the live streams because that has happened a lot of times. Would be nice, JR. LOL. Vanshad Sani, thanks. Orden versus Bacho. No, no. Orden and Milo, they both would have to use both of their arms probably to beat Bacho again, actually. Please don't spam again, Pradeep. We'll get to your comment. Yes, I will. Pradeep is a Devon hater. No, I've been called a Devon lad fanboy and a Devon lad hater probably equal times. Probably equal times. So for me, it is difficult to decide which one am I really. $20,000 Devon will compete in India. Yeah. I hope like the payment of the athletes were also like adjusted to the currency or CPC. No, not C. I'm having too much YouTube in my mind. PPP, purchase power parity. He's already here, I'm sure. Atlantis IRL. Pro is 50. Can Hermes do it in 50, Pradeep? I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not. Terrence Opperman, Daniel. Yes, Terrence Opperman was there. We saw him on the couch. Daniel. Okay. Mindogus, Dulskus. Devon Led, Armors, Battleground. Yeah, Devon wins easy, man. Devon wins easy. East versus West 7 is already over, brother. Lurking alternate account. Atlantis. Sion is in the house. There he is. Lol, fresh as a daisy finally got Pradeep to crack. Yeah, fresh as a daisy. I don't know how he used to type a lot of comments against me, but now for some reason he has stopped doing that. And I didn't block him. Like I was quite sure. About 1.5 years ago, I freed all the caged birds. I saw like there were about 20 people, 15-20 people banned on my channel, and I freed all of them. And fresh as a daisy was one of them. And I've read a lot of interesting comments from Fresh as a Daisy since then. Why Core Sports cut off Travis while he was commentating? So he did explain it in detail on his channel. Of course, Travis is going to present a story in which he looks slightly better. But yeah, Travis said that, come on, Core Sports, give us a better replay. Like something like that. They didn't give a good replay to comment on. And that's when, after that, Travis immediately said that I apologize, and some guy from Code Sports came and he was like, we don't accept your apology. And Travis like, I didn't even apologize. Really, something weird. Is Deramus going to be 100%? Because I heard people saying during the buzz that he might not be. I would assume so. Like last time he said that he's already recovered. So maybe he will not be in a better shape than when he competed against Levon, but he can be in a similar shape. Pradeep, I don't understand when you said you will not do live commentary to respect Engin even if you don't. What changed? So Papuna Push official, I'm assuming that you did not watch the live stream with on Engin's channel between Engin, Devon and Don Idris. Please let me know if you watched that live stream or not. Does Devon deserve the rematch though? I've already given my take on it, and I would assume that Devon is getting this rematch because of two reasons: because of his popularity, the numbers he brings in, the pay-per-view sales. So money is definitely involved here, and the second reason would be that there was a missed call from the referee round 1. It was a round that Devon could have potentially won. So that would be another reason. Combining these two reasons, yeah, I would say that he kind of deserves that rematch. If the reffing was perfect in the first round, I would assume, and I don't buy that people are saying why wasn't Gennady's shoulder not squared? Why has Devon's shoulder never been squared even in a single round in last 10 super matches? Like why haven't we and even in this match, they both didn't square their shoulders. Whoever was on the left side of the screen in the first 4 rounds did not square the shoulders. You can clearly see that in that match. And in the fifth round, Gennady somehow immediately started acting really, really smart. So I think maybe Devon was assuming that yes, Gennady is okay with my shoulder like this, and when I'm on the other side of the table, Gennady's did I repeat myself? So Gennady is okay with Devon's shoulder like this, and when Gennady is on this side, Devon is also okay with Gennady's shoulder like this. So they both were kind of going into the final round with that mindset. But Gennady suddenly changed everything. He was like, "No, I'm not going to start. I will not start until you square his shoulder." So Gennady's, I think he acted smart. He utilized the loose reffing in the first 4 rounds, and when everything was equal 2-2, he was immediately like, "Nope, it's history. Whatever happened in the first 4 rounds, that is history. I want strict rules now. I want the shoulder to be squared." And he did not start. He literally let go of Devon's grip a couple of times in the final round because the referee was about to say go, and Devon's shoulders were not squared. And Gennady let go of the grip, shoulder, 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 and then they squared Devon's shoulders, and then he started. Nail pickup is in the house. Arm Wars Dark Card 2 was a savage event. This house is creeping with ruined arms and smashed athletes today. A brutal event with some unbelievable battles. Okay, Saturday, May 20th. So this time it will be free for you to watch, for us to watch, Neil. And one more question: why have not you uploaded the Sandris this match against Devon yet? If you upload these two matches, the subscriber base will grow twice as much as you already have right now, and then this battleground matches will get more views. I hope you get what I'm trying to say. People, I believe that yes, it was a members only show and the members are happy they got to watch it. I don't think any of the members will be complaining if you release it to public right now, because like Engin already started releasing the East versus West matches. I think you are missing out more than anyone, maybe equal to the fans. You are also missing out on a good opportunity, Neil. And the fans are getting robbed of a great super match that they can see. The left-handed super match I'm talking about. And right as well, people really like to see their favorite arm wrestler win. If the fans had not all been hollering bias refs, probably wouldn't have been a rematch. At least not this fast. Yeah, it's really fast because between any rematch there should be at least one match between the athletes on that arm. Like Gennady should face someone once and Devon should face someone once. And Devon is facing Dave, but if Gennady is facing someone or not, I don't think so. And Devon's foul was off the back of the pad with an advantage gained. Gennady's was in the losing position with no advantage gained. People need to watch the rules meeting to educate themselves. Gennady was about to lose, and this is one point that nobody's talking about. The first foul that Gennady did that was not called by the referees, it was a foul to restart the match. He was losing and he literally lifted his elbow. You can clearly see Gennady lifted his elbow to get the restart, and still somehow the referee missed that foul. And you can make a point that this was near the losing side. So if it was in the losing side and Gennady did the elbow foul, it probably should have been a straight loss for Gennady. So Joe, I hope you get this point. Where is what is the open meaning you mean to say? When will Sir Engin post? Sir Engin has already started posting the matches. Is Pro Punja League planning to hold international level super matches? Yes, they are. They are planning on those matches. And let's see. Maybe they'll get Devon in India. How about Devon versus Vitali? Would you guys like to see that match? Devon versus Vitali in India. It can happen. Devon versus Morozov. How about that? Devon keeps on talking about that India is a great market. India is probably going at the fastest rate, which is it is clearly growing. So the fastest growing arm wrestling nation in terms of the number of participants. And if Devon has a super match in India, I think that's going to be really good. And Devon should be doing that for the growth of the sport. Of course, he'll get paid whatever he gets paid, but I think Devon should do that. Pradeep buddy, I lost $200 on Devon. My wife got mad. Yeah, she should be. She should be. Okay. I was like, I read only one comment from Vanshad Saini. I was like, man, this comment makes sense. Why was it deleted by Phil Woody UK? But since you posted it multiple times, that makes sense. I mean, Pradeep, well, I will compare the Devon ref issue to an American football game which ended in a bad call for the losing team. That team did the whole game to secure a lead and the victory, so you can't blame one bad call. Chat no spamming, Phil Woody UK. Close matches need good referees. Thanks. Yeah, maybe I'll have to step in someday and take on the job of the referee. Wasn't just one bad call though. And with that being said, I'm going to commentate for Pro Punja League, the first league edition that will start from 28th of July, and I'll be there for like 20 days. So hopefully I can get you guys some behind the scenes from what is going on. Arm wrestling will be on the biggest news channel, biggest sports channel in India. So you can assume the American guys, you can assume it like ESPN. You're watching live arm wrestling for 2 hours prime time on ESPN for 17 days. That's what is happening in India, and I'll be doing the commentary. Your predictions on Artem versus Levon and Dennis versus Devon. Levon should beat Artem Morozov 3-0 fast, and Dennis versus Devon, I'm not sure right now. If this match happens today, I will favor Devon in that match. I think Neil is going to struggle with that type of format. He has, okay. Armwars, no Pradeep, the Dark Card 2 event will be available for all Armwars YouTube channel. Okay, YouTube channel members only, Dark Card 2. It will be premiered for all tiers channel member on Saturday 20th May. So guys, you have to become a member, the first tier member you can join, or any tier you want if you have extra money on Armwars channel, and there you can see Devon pulling in the battleground format. Yes, J.R. Williams, I remember that. How can I compete in Pro Punja? Email them, contact them on their website, and you can go to the nationals which are happening in Mathura this next month, in June. I think June 1st to June 4th. New star arising here soon, Levon's cousin, Bacho Seginashvili. He's not really his cousin, but yeah. Your predictions are... Bro, I already answered that. Congrats, Pradeep. I was hoping they would give you that gig. How long have you been in talks? So I already commentated for their ranking tournament. So that was less than a year ago. So that's it. I'm good with supporting Arm Wars. Yeah, anybody who does a good job. And still, I don't think Neil answered that question. Or did he? About why Sandris versus Devon is not uploaded. Or was it also included in the previous comment? I hope you're getting paid well for your Pro Punja. Yes, I am. Revas versus Hermes Gasparini, yeah. Maybe Revas can... if Levon wasn't able to pin Hermes without the straps, I don't think Revas can either. And in the straps, I will favor Hermes in this match. So we talked about Devon versus Gennady today. We talked about Devon at Arm Wars, a couple of matches that he had yesterday. And we talked about Dave versus Devon briefly. And what was the other topic? There was one other topic. Let me see the thumbnail that I made. Angin versus Coach Ray. Yeah, that match is also happening at King of the Table. What do you guys think? Is Coach Ray a good opponent? Of course, the best opponent, as we all know, would have been the GOAT himself. But since that match cannot happen, is Coach Ray a good opponent for. I'm not talking about like good as in if you believe Coach Ray is going to beat Engin or not. I'm talking about are you happy seeing that match? That's all I'm trying to ask here. I hope you're getting paid well. Okay, I read it already. What is the result of Devon match? I don't know. It will be premiered on 20th of May, so nobody knows the results yet except for the guys who were there in that room that day, yesterday. Bro, you play arm wrestling? No, not really. Sandris versus Devon will be uploaded on 12th May, I think. Philip, okay, that's interesting. Sandris versus Devon supposed to be streamed 12th May for everyone on YouTube. That's good. That's good to hear. Good to hear. Pradeep looking like Walmart Steve Austin. Give me a hell yeah. Engin has PA? What does that mean? I just got to know many shirts. How many shirts Pradeep have? Different one for every day. Lever, right? Not really, not really. I still don't trust Neil at all, though. Lol. Yeah. No, it shouldn't have been Bowen despite the talent gap. Coach Ray will get destroyed too if Engin is. So, do we still believe like since Bowen dropped to like 90 kilos for that match? Yeah, 90 kilos for that Coach Ray match. And now Ryan Bowen is about 103 4 kilos. And Coach Ray is lighter. Coach Ray was around 90 kilos for the Bowen match. And now he's like 83 84. So Coach Ray has dropped 6 kilos and Bowen has gained at least 10 kilos. So now there is a 16 kg bigger difference than the previous match. So are we still assuming that despite all of that, Coach Ray is still better than Ryan? Or are they close? Or Ryan wins? Like, I want to know the thoughts about this. Revas is on another level for sure. Where do you rank Revas? After that victory, he has to be in the top 5. He has to be in the top 5. I think Revas takes Gennady down to the pad every time. I do believe so. Who else is there? Revas versus Morozov. They had a good match. To me, like I maybe I'll make a video about Revas, but Revas looks like a guy who suddenly got on the pancakes for the first time since he has returned. The progress that he is making, I would say that he was completely natural till about 2022. 100% natural arm wrestler. Pradeep and he got on the pancakes and he's responding well. That's what I would assume. He looks like a completely different human being. Dennis current form versus Hermes Levon match form. Okay, the Hermes wins easy in my opinion. Easy. Dennis new arm wrestling, the thing that he rotates like this. Yeah, I watched it a few months ago as well. Engin versus Ray 7-minute video on Larry's channel. Yeah, the duration of the video when we used to watch WL 400 series matches, I would like at that time I used to watch matches like I would intentionally try to cover the part of the screen where it says if the video is 15 minutes long or 12 minutes or 30 minutes long. You can easily assume if the video is like 11 minutes long, then the match is 3-0. If the video is like 17-18 minutes long, then the match is like 3-1 or 3-2. If the video is over 20 minutes long, then it's a 3-2 match. So I used to cover the part where YouTube shows that the duration of the video. Engin played with Coach Ray at practice table. He kills Coach Ray, but good start for Engin's return. He needs an easy match. Like it wouldn't be good. Engin has not had the greatest last 2 years. Let's say that, and he shouldn't be taking tough matches early on. My hero Devon will crush Gennady in rematch. I don't see another way. Revas sure top 5. Have to disagree, Pradeep. I don't know if Revas can beat Dennis, who is my number 5, or Zaur, or Morozov, or Hermes, or Jerry. Yeah, but that win was impressive, man. That win was impressive. I wouldn't be shocked to see if Revas has closed the gap on Morozov. Because Morozov is young, we all know that, but I would say the way Revas is gaining from 40% to 60% to 80% and now at about 100%, I would say Revas may have closed the gap with Morozov. And he's a complete package as well. Like the hook may not be like that world top level, but he held Artem Morozov for about 20 seconds in a hook. More than that, 30 seconds in a hook. So how good is that? And he's a top ruler. And he's banging with Morozov in a hook. And he can flop press as well. We saw that against Michael Todd. So that's what makes him a good arm wrestler. I wouldn't be shocked if Revas beats Jerry. Like he's big. He's really big, man. Pradeep has Pradeep ever picked Dennis over anyone? Why do I feel like he despises Devon? I said that Dennis is going to smash Devon 6-0. That's what I predicted if you want to know in 2018. And since then Dennis has not competed. So how am I going to predict? See, your comment doesn't even make sense. Your comment doesn't make sense. Dennis has not competed in my time. Since I started following arm wrestling, Dennis has had only 2 super matches. One against Devon Led 2018 and one against John Brzenk 2022, 23. And I've predicted Dennis to win 6-0 both of them. So as far as I know, I'm 100% whiz on Dennis Plankov predictions. And you don't know what you're talking about. I think Dennis gonna beat Levon in a couple of years, at very least get a pin or two. Okay, possible. Prime Dennis, I'm not sure if he's there yet or can be there yet. But why is everybody ranking Dennis so high? What has he done? That's my point as well. The way he beat John Brzenk, I think there are there are 10 people who can beat John better than that. They aren't close to top 5, bud. He played with Kordecha, Brzenk, Dadikyan. The practice footage that I saw, Denis Plankov versus Artem Morozov. But the fact is that Morozov practiced the day before as well, like with many people. So maybe he was tired. But he literally couldn't do anything with Dennis. Even when he came inside to finish John quicker, his wrist was going back a couple of times in the first round, in the third round as well, in both rounds. Dennis is going to 6-0 everyone. Even when he came inside to finish, okay, he played with John on purpose. No, I don't. He was losing his wrist on purpose when he was hitting sideways. I don't think so. He was playing in the 4th round, 5th round, 6th round, but not in the first 3 rounds. First and third round genuinely stopped, and the second round was a flash pin because John tried to hook. That was a bad decision. Pradeep, was the schoolboy versus Khalid match fair according to you? There should have been one or maximum two fouls, I think, on that should have been called on Khalid Jashal. Yeah, 2 fouls. Other than that, yeah, I think that was fair. And even if you call those 2 fouls, even if Khalid loses that round, that makes 0 difference on the overall outcome, overall result of the match. John gets beat by most top super heavyweights. Yes, John is probably like top 5 in the world, I would say, at 105 kilos. We have already 2 guys, Ongarbayev and Irakli, who have beaten John, and maybe, I'm not sure, there is a 50% chance that Todzil also beats John Brzenk at that weight. So then that would move him to 105 kilos. And then for sure there will be at least a guy or 2 who can beat John at that weight in the world. I think it wouldn't be difficult to find one more guy. So John will be like around top 5 in the world at 105 kilos. Then there is 115. So yes, I think there will be many people in the super heavyweight division who would flash pin John 6 times in a row. He couldn't have finished John match much faster. LOL. Yes. Yeah. A couple of rounds. I wonder how Pushkar would have done if he was still alive and trained against Levon. I don't think he would win, but his hit might have been very dangerous for the first 1 or 2 rounds. Yes. Devon versus Pushkar, right arm 6 rounds format would have been interesting to see. Gennady's wrist curl. Devon took his hand wrist like butter in initial rounds. Pradeep, is this a major matchmaking error by not looking Gennady versus the winner, by not booking Gennady versus the winner of Levon versus Morozov first, then Devon faced the winner? Either way, Devon gets a rematch versus Levon or Gennady. I think it's okay. Yeah, it's okay as of now. As things are happening, just mind you. I also want to see Todd versus Ongarbayev, horsepower versus technique. Just wait a second, guys. So I'll show you guys a video, Dave versus Dennis, that I uploaded not few months, more than a year ago. Before that, Dave versus Dennis poster, the graphics that were just released by Core Sports. There you have it. Core Sports, King of the North, King of the Table 7, Devon, June 24th. 330 likes, 24 20, my one of them is my own like, 21 comments. So good for the, thanks Core Sports for the free likes on the community post. Matt Rhodes Sport, the space. So that match is going to be big. Like, it is going, there is no way this match ends one-sided. It's going to be close in my opinion. It's really going to be close, trust me guys. And there is this video that I uploaded 1 year ago. Can Devon still beat Dave Chaffee under strict rules? Let's just quickly watch that video. It's a 9-minute video, but I'll watch it in fast speed. Let's see what I said. So some of the things are not going to make sense.
They're discounting the win that I have on Dave.
Yeah.
Which I just don't. I think I beat Dave. And you know, that's the way I see it. People want to go and dissect that match to say, oh, it would never have happened on a WAP. Well, whatever, okay? I genuinely believe I would beat Dave under any rule system. Any. You put us on WAF pads, you put us on, I don't think it'll matter. I think I'll beat him.
So you have seen the clip and you have read the title. The topic of discussion today is going to be, can Devon defeat Dave Chaffee in 2022 under strict PAL rules? We are not going to focus on the 2019 version of Devon. We are going to focus mainly if this match is going to happen in later part of 2022 or maybe even right now. So welcome to the video, Armwrestling fans. I'm Pradeep from Armwrestling News. Yes, I am. Let's start with the match itself. Devon versus Dave 2019 WL Super Match. So the match was on July 18th, 2019. And this match, I can say with confidence, is the most talked about match after the match has ended. I'm quite sure there are many matches that were more hyped before the match, but the after match hype for this match is just crazy. Today, even today, under all of the videos that have Devon in the title, in the thumbnail, or in the video, under all of those videos, I keep getting comments by people saying that Devon could have never defeated Dave Chaffee under strict rules, and he can never defeat Dave Chaffee under strict rules. People are really confident about that. That's really true. Still, till date, like, people just love to talk about Devon versus Dave Chaffee. That's how much hyped that match really was. Still, that hype has never died, and that's simply crazy. I cannot think of any other match where people are still talking about that match in 3 years later, and that's why King of the Table booked this match. We are going to discuss this from my point of view. So let's get back to 2019 July 18th WL Super Match. Dave showed up 277 pounds, Devon 268 pounds. So straight away, Dave had 10 pounds advantage, 9 pounds advantage over Devon. This time Devon is going to be heavier than Dave Chaffee, bigger than Dave Chaffee, for sure. We know that. So many people, including Devon, believe that 2009. So is that weight difference going to cause some difference in the outcome of this match? Because Dave was like 10 pounds heavier. Now this time he's going to be 10 pounds lighter than Devon. So that can play a role as well. Match was the ugliest match that arm wrestling has to offer. Devon was not really proud of his victory at that time, but he was really happy that he was able to beat Dave Chaffee for the first time in his career. So Devon was gassing his thumb out and he was trying all sorts of King's move, dipping under the table, and which is not going to be possible under PL rules. And let me be very clear, by PL rules, I mean top 8 rules, because when we say strict reffing super match rules, only top 8 is doing that in my opinion. At a big. So uploaded 1 year ago, and I think this statement still holds true. Nobody is really having close strict rules, I should say. Only top 8, and right now top 8 is not a thing anymore. So yeah, that was uploaded last year level. So we are assuming that when people say strict rules, they mean top 8 super match. So these things are not going to happen. And Devon was also saying in one video that there should be unsportsmanlike conduct. The way he was holding on to Dave Chaffee's thumb. He was squeezing it after the match ended. That definitely qualifies for unsportsmanlike conduct in my opinion. So this is one thing. Devon said somewhere that yeah, I'm okay with unsportsmanlike conduct. You should foul or disqualify arm wrestlers for that. After this match has ended, like see how far Devon has. This is after the match has ended, and he's squeezing Dave's thumb, and the referee is trying to tell Devon to let go of the grip, and he's still pulling as hard as he can, and that's 100%. If that doesn't qualify as unsportsmanlike conduct, then probably only fist fight does. I hope you remember this moment. I'm not sure if I showed it in this video or not, but that was clearly unsportsmanlike conduct. Opinion. But hey, a win is a win. I'm all in for that statement. Dave knew that he's going to compete under those rules. It was not like it was his first WL match. He had never seen a WL match. No, he had seen multiple Devon matches, multiple WL matches. So he signed in for that and he knew what is going to happen, and he lost that match. So there is no one to blame except for the referee or except for the guys who told the referees that it is okay if you surrender to the athletes, which should never be okay. So I don't think even that's one point. Every referee in this world is capable enough to call the rules as they are written, but they are under pressure. That's why they don't call it. So that's maybe sometimes not entirely on the referee. And once they have some instructions from the organizers, and then they see there is a big level athlete, and then if they are on top of that kind of timid inside, then they immediately surrender to the athletes. We've seen that over and over again. He's to be blamed for that because he's just following what the orders are. So let's discuss the match right now. Round 1, Dave Chaffee pinned Devon Ladd. But was it a pin? If we watch that in slow motion or if we listen to Neil Pickup, that was not a pin. Devon was able to stop Dave Chaffee at least 1 inch above the pad. It was a wrong call. And after that, Dave Chaffee got away with a false start, an early start, and he was able to pin. So that wasn't 1 inch maybe, but 1 centimeter, but that was clearly above the pin pad. And then Dave got away with the early start and got his only pin of the match. So had that false pin not called by Bartwood, because it was not a pin, maybe Devon would have won 3-0 that day. In Devon Ladd. So if both of these unfortunate situations had never happened, unfortunate for Devon, not so much for Dave Chaffee. If round 1 was not called a false pin, an early pin by the referee Bartwood, Devon stopped him an inch from the pad. And I think we all can kind of agree that if Devon stops Dave Chaffee before the pin pad, Dave is not going to beat Devon in that match for sure. So technically that match could have ended. Now this statement has changed. Now Dave has a flop press. The one that he did against Vitali, the one that he tried against Hermes Gasparini. And Devon's defense against flop press is not really the best in the world. He can avoid that, but if he gets into that position, his defense is not the best in the world. So that statement will not hold true in today's world, 1 year later. Did 3-0 for Devon Ladd if it was not for those two wrong calls. First one, an early pin. Second one, a false start, which Dave clearly got away with. So loose rules or whatever, but I believe that Devon had the potential with those ugly Kings moves to defeat Dave Chaffee 3-0 that day. And I've heard Travis say that WL pin pads are 3 inches in height, not the traditional PL or WAF 4-inch pin pads. So maybe that also could have been a pin under strict PL rules, and Devon would still have lost that match. So we are going to discuss those situations. So let's get to Devon Ladd's. Devon was saying that day, yeah, whatever, he could have beaten, he can beat Dave, but that day clearly 100% if that match happened under strict rules, Devon would have lost that match for sure, I think. Giant pumpkin training. After 2019, Devon started his right arm only giant pumpkin training, and he believes that he has had a lot of gains since then. It was the first time in his over 2 decades of his arm wrestling that he gained about 3/4 of an inch on his right arm. It had never happened before. So people give the credit. Devon's right arm, since he started arm wrestling, since he was like 24 years old, his right arm was always 18 inches, and now it's about 19, almost 19. Only to Devon's pancakes or his weight gain. I think more credit should be given to his right arm only training, which he believes that clearly is working for him. People say that Devon is levels above the 2019 version of himself. I would not agree with that statement. Maybe Devon has gained 5%, 6% since then, but I believe most of those 5-6% gains are in his pronation. I'm not sure if Devon is still comfortable enough to dive deep in a hook against Todd Hutchings, for example, in round 1, because we have rarely seen Devon, even during practices, fight in a deep hook, not in matches also. He always goes for that open top roll for his pronation. And that Gennady match just solidifies this statement that I made 1 year ago even more. Most of the gains that Devon has made are in his hand, not so much in his hook power. I believe most of his gains are in his pronation. And what is one thing that is needed to defeat Dave Chaffee? It is pronation. It is King's move. I still believe that No matter how strong Devon gets, not in a million years can Devon defeat Dave Chaffee inside a hook. It is never. I would disagree with this statement that I made, because recently, till that time, we had not seen. I think the Gennady match happened after this video, so we had not seen Dave Chaffee lose in a hook. Right now, I wouldn't be surprised if Devon is able to not hang out. If Devon is able to hang with Dave in a hook as well. So I disagree with that statement. Never going to happen. He has to defeat Dave Chaffee with the King's move, with his pronation. These two things are a must for Devon to defeat Dave Chaffee, and I think Devon has worked on these two things the most in last couple of years. As we have already discussed that Devon is going to be heavier than Dave this time, and he has gained a lot in his pronation as well. So one more important thing, that in 2019, Devon was going against a guy that... Yes, Mark, I'm on 1.25x speed, and join button. If you're using an iPhone, maybe you don't see the join button, but you can go to your browser, select desktop mode, and you have to subscribe to the channel first, of course. Then you will see the join button there, or on desktop you'll see it easily. That he was underdog against. He must have had his doubts whether he can defeat Dave or not, because prior to that he faced Dave 2 times and it went badly for him. Dave just dominated him very badly in WL competition. So he must have had his doubts, but right now he's confident. He already knows the recipe and he believes that he can beat Dave Chaffee. So if he defeated Dave back then, I think he can do it even now. So let's talk about PL rules. Devon was at the back of the pad of a 9-inch WL pad. So he was utilizing all those 9 inches. He's not going to get those 9 inches in PL. He's going to get only 7, which is going to be a great... In King of the Table as well. 7x7 pads going to make a huge difference. Huge difference. Great difficult thing for Devon Ladd for his King's move. He cannot drag back enough. So that is going to be really, really difficult for Devon Ladd to manage. But I think he has progressed enough in his pronation that he can do that. And one more thing is the 6-round format. In WL, Dave had to defeat Devon only 3 times. Under PL, in a 6-round super match, Dave has to defeat Devon for 4 times. Levels above Devon in terms of his strength to do that. And I don't think so. I don't think Dave is levels above Devon in order to do that 4 times. Because strict rules or not, we know that Devon is not going to be able to gas Dave Chaffee before the rounds or after the rounds in the setup. The referees are going to foul out Devon Ladd. But 4 times, it is a really, really tough task for Dave Chaffee to do that 4 times. And endurance is still going to matter a lot in that match. Compared to 3 times versus 4 times, I think it is going to matter even more under strict PL rules. So these are the basic reasons why I believe that Devon Ladd will still be able to beat Dave Chaffee in 2022 under any rule set. It will still look equally as ugly as the 2019 match. Same ugly King's move. That's a statement that I'm willing to bet on. That match is going to look ugly once again. The only way Devon beats Dave even now is by making it look ugly. Of fouls. Dave Chaffee, I think, can win 1 round on fouls and 1 round on strength, but I don't think he can do that for 4 rounds for the reasons that we discussed earlier. Devon's right arm only training, the gain in his right arm in the pronation. He's going to be heavier this time. He already knows the recipe to beat Dave, and I think combining all these, especially the 6-round format where you need to win 4 times, and the endurance, Dave Chaffee is not very well known for his great endurance, and Devon is. His endurance is topmost level. So combining all these reasons, I think Dave is still going to lose to Devon even under strict PL rules. This is my opinion. I know the comment section is going to be hot and spicy for this one. So please let me know about your thoughts, your comments as well in the comment section, and subscribe to the channel. Share this video with someone who thinks like you. My name is Pradeep, and I thank you so much for watching. That video got like 465 something, like over 400 views. That's an XL shirt. I think it was L. All the gear Pradeep used caused Pradeep to lose hair. Okay. I probably have more hair now than I had in that video. Pradeep's hair grew fast. Okay. Current Pradeep looks younger than the cocaine kingpin. The chat is going crazy, man. People are... So most of the things that I said in that video, I still do agree, except for a couple of statements. I said that Devon can never beat Dave in a hook. Maybe that's not true right now. Dave's hook is not where it used to be. And one more statement, I forgot which one it was, that I didn't agree with it. If you were gifted a membership, you might have to set up a monthly pay. If it not... Okay. Yeah. No, if you are gifted a membership, irrespective of if you have set up a payment system or not, I don't think it will continue. Like, it should get cancelled. I'm not sure, but 90% I would guess it would get cancelled. So all of those who were gifted memberships, about 80% of the memberships on my channel are gifted by either Silky Wilky or Defense Foster. All of you guys purchase the membership before your your monthly gift ends. Pradeep Tate, Kratos. So too much hand control, too big of a hand. Yeah, so some people are saying that I look fit in that video. Now I look fit. I maybe not. I don't think so. Like I'm still really weak. Yesterday I tried bicep curling. It was I think 43 kilos, and I was like not full swinging those weights. 42 I think it was. Yeah, 42. I was not swinging the weights, but that was not strict either. So complete like cheat curls and strict curls, somewhere between that. I was only able to do about 10 reps, and that's half my body weight, little bit less than half my body weight. So that's really bad. I should be able to do strict 10 reps with 42 kilos, 41 kilos. When I tried strict, I could do probably one or two reps only. I didn't touch my back, so maybe if I do that, maybe I can do 3. I don't know, but that was really embarrassing to see that 10 cheat curls are getting difficult with 42 kilos. Alcesar had some bad pancake acne. Okay. Okay, let's see the chat in the computer, not on the phone. Or maybe I need to share this once again so that I can show you guys how to become a member on this channel. You'll have to subscribe at first, then click on join button, which you'll see only after subscribing. And if you're an iPhone user, if you're not able to see that somehow, then you need to go to desktop or mobile browser, desktop version, and there you'll be able to join. Sorry, I missed a ton of chat. I cannot go back to that right now. Has Dave ever mentioned hurt, sick? Okay, neck. He mentioned there is some problem with his neck. No new members today? Seriously? I'm with you on that, Pradeep. I'm 6'6", 220 pounds, and my could start curl half my body weight. Okay, so 110 pounds. What's that? Like 50 kilos? Yeah. 10 times. You should be able to do that 10 times. I would say your biceps are okay if you are able to cheat curl your own body weight. Then I would say you're okay. Because I was able to do around 70 kilos when I weighed 72, 73 kilos. I cannot cheat curl 70 kilos right now. Although I'm like 40 pounds heavier now, but I still cannot do that. Not 40, 35 pounds heavier. I don't think I can cheat curl 70 kilos now. Ricardo, he beat them when some were in their 50s. 40 Don Underwood. I'm not tech savvy enough to know what desktop means. Computer. Beard Pradeep is best Pradeep. Yeah, I don't like to shave, man. I don't like to shave at all. See, Mark Skigera has finally become a member. Okay, Mark, I think you already were a member. Yeah, training special. Thanks, brother. Thanks. So, are you becoming a member once again? I think you already were a member. And please let me know if you have joined only for your support, or I need to hook you up with some of the elite level arm wrestlers for some training tips. Pradeep, you're the Indian Scarface. Push it to the limit, brother. What is Scarface? Who is Scarface? I'm back, Mark. Yes, you are, brother. Welcome again, Mark. Now member. So see, computer worked. Pradeep, why did it not charge my credit card? I had to fill in my details again. I don't know. Maybe you were gifted a membership first time and then you upgraded your membership. Maybe that's what happened. But thanks once again, Mark. Thanks once again for joining. A member of the channel. Yeah, I said I'll do the members only live stream yesterday, but I kind of missed out on that. But for sure, I'll create it. You guys let me know. Enough members today. You guys let me know when should I schedule the members only live stream. Why does the head size matter in arm wrestling? It really doesn't. But it maybe if you have used enough PDs, if you have enough, put your body on enough stress, enough by lifting max weights, maybe your head grows half an inch. I don't know. Pradeep, can I put you as my phone lock screen? Yes, you can. Nope, I know many arm wrestlers. Thank you, Mark. Thanks for joining, brother. Head size doesn't matter in arm wrestling, but it may indicate that if you have a big head, or really doesn't. Levon has a head shaped like an egg. Levon's head is really small. I measured my head, and I think Levon's head measurements I saw somewhere, and there was less than 1 inch difference between my head size and Levon's head size. So Levon's head, if we look at it that way, is really small. Pradeep, get Babkan to train Marcus Kigara. Bacho would absolutely crush Schoolboy. Yeah, man, it looks like that way. Or maybe we don't know if Bacho can be top rolled or not. If his wrist is kind of susceptible to that great pronation that Schoolboy can bring, maybe something crazy can happen. I rarely get notifications for live streams lately. I get the notification. Yeah, lives are crazy, man. Lives are crazy. Like my live streams, the first live stream I did got like 2,500 views, something like that. I don't really remember exactly how much. So the live stream that I used to do when I just started live, like hundreds of live streams ago, they're getting the same views now as as they used to get back then. So I don't know why shorts views are increasing. I think videos views are increasing a lot, but why not live stream views? And the channels that do only live stream, their views are good. I've seen. uh, yeah, notifications, it's sometimes crazy. I also very My first live stream got 2.1 thousand views, second 1.3, third one got 3.6 thousand views, then 1.7, then I did live commentary. Do you guys remember I did live stream commentary for Devon versus Hafthor boxing match? Literally the first boxing match that I saw from start to finish, the first one ever in my life. Devon versus Hafthor. I think it was a pay per view, or yeah, I did a commentary, so maybe it was a pay per view. I don't remember exactly, but it was. Scarface is a warrior, okay, brother. Like a young guy. Ricardo, yes, never defeated a super heavyweight in last 5 years. End of discussion. Indeed, it's called Pinhead. Pinhead, what? Okay, yeah. Larry Wheels bigger head than Levon. Thanks, Pradeep. Just here to support. Mark is the man. Mark is the man. Pradeep, when will you settle the beef with Aussie with a left hand super match? As soon as I can travel, as soon as somebody offers this match. I am I'm not really that kind of guy. I'm someone who believes that there were some times where people were trying to settle wars. Armies were trying to settle wars with arm wrestling matches. I've heard it somewhere in the history. Like there are some crazy instances like that. And today we are so soft that we cannot settle internet beef with an arm wrestling match. Like that's just crazy, man. That's literally crazy to me that you don't like a guy. If you don't really like a guy, the first thing that you should be doing is beat him on an arm wrestling table. That's the first thing that you should be doing. And we are kind of moving in the exact opposite direction. Yes, I do believe if you're a really big name and you are kind of thinking that if I pull with him, whether he wins or loses, he's going to gain audience, he's going to gain revenue, he's going to become popular, and I don't want that guy to succeed in that direction. That's the only case where I can see that you refuse to have a match with someone that you have a beef with. Other than that, I literally don't see any reason why you wouldn't want to have a super match with someone. That may be the, like, if I despise someone that much, if I hate someone that much that I literally don't want him to gain any money, gain any revenue, gain any popularity, I don't want him to increase his subscribers, only that in that case I would decline a match with someone that I have a beef with. I would love to have a match with Aussie Arm Wrestler, and I think he beats me right now. But the only thing, I've tried many things. I've tried promising you guys that I'll train strictly, I'll train hard enough, but I cannot. I'm too lazy, or I'm too busy, or both. But make a live stream debate with Aussie about your beef. Yeah, it's like I we haven't really talked that much, but I really liked something that he said a few months ago, and I messaged him personally that, like, yeah, I really respect what you said in this live stream. I like Jake and Pradeep. I don't know they had a beef. How did I miss that? Yeah, when I called Ryan Bowen out. That's why you should not get involved in someone else's beef. I called Ryan Bowen out and I said about Jake, yeah, everything that I said about Jake was that I didn't expect Jake to call Ryan Bowen out on this topic because he's his friend. That's all I said about him, and he didn't like that. So that's enough to cause a beef in today's world. Saying that you are a friend with someone, so I don't expect you to call him out. I don't think you can do that. That's enough to start a beef. Pradeep, have you been paying attention to Levon's channel? His recent subscriber counts and viewerships are through the roof. Yeah, I think 200,000 subscribers almost. He's got now. That's good to see. That's good to see. Warrior like you Aussie arm wrestler will crumble. But yeah, if that match is fixed, my YouTube views, my YouTube revenue is going down, man. I'm not going there to lose. I'm not going there to lose. I'm going to train as hard as I can. You'll probably see a different version of Pradeep soon, if any match is fixed. Have you been paying attention? Okay, read it already. Richard Lupkis got beat by Marcio, Ron, Pushkar, Arson, John, not just Devon. Sayan, okay. I see. 240,000 subscribers? What did I miss, man? Then it is really growing fast. What's going on, Pradeep and Jake? I just explained it, Mark. I just explained it. That's all I said. And then he somehow thought that I don't want him to succeed, his channel. I don't know what he was talking about. I don't really remember exactly. So Kratos, the same goes to Levon and Gennady. They're beating Devon when he's around 50. Okay. That would be sick. Yeah. I would love to have a match with him or with anyone who is at my level. I wouldn't love to take a match there where I'm so sure, 100% sure that I'm going to win or 100% sure that I'm going to lose. I wouldn't want to take that match. Get them then pancakes, Pradeep. I'm not against them, but I will train, as I mentioned earlier, I will train at least 2 years for 10 hours a week. If I can do that, then I'll for sure think about that. My wife and mother are having a discussion in the background. Please excuse them. We cannot hear you. Can we say Pradeep, when he had hairs, was the best shape of Pradeep? Possibly. In one of the live streams, I showed you guys when I was light, I was doing a 1-arm pull-up. Can you believe I can barely do two-arm pull-ups right now? There was a time when this guy did weighted muscle-ups. You would think I'm crazy if I'm saying that. Terence Opperman, did you beat Devon today? Hi, my friend. I joined late. Just wanted to let you know that I competed at Armwrestling this weekend. Had a brilliant experience. Not allowed to give anything away yet, but some awesome matches May 20th. Thanks, brother. Terence Opperman, guys, I did a live stream, 1-hour live stream with Terence Opperman. If you have not checked that, please, if you want to know more about the guy, you'll probably see him against Devon on the left arm. And if you don't know enough about the South African champion, then you should for sure watch that live stream to know more about the guy. Good on you, mate. My best to Neil and James. Pradeep, what was the context of comments that offended Aussie? I think it was before I joined the channel. So all I said, 100% of it was when Ryan Bowen called out Jules. He said Jules was pushing like this. That was a 100% legal move. So when he was practicing, it wasn't even a match, it was a practice, and the other guy was trying to flop press to get the slip, and what Jules was doing is an Australian arm wrestler. He was pressing him down. Jules didn't lift his elbow, Jules didn't break any rule, he was trying to press his arm down. So Ryan Bowen was like, that's disgusting behavior, and that should not be tolerated. Jules should be kicked out of the club, he shouldn't be allowed to compete. If that happened with me, I'll be seeing Jules in the court. He said stuff like that for a move that is 100% legal. And then we saw the arm wars match between Uncle John and Kieran Morrison, where Uncle John literally lifted his elbow. He's lying down, his whole belly, his chest was lying down on the table. He went that far to push Kieran's arm, and his arm was like that in this position. So then I uploaded a video using Ryan's same words, disgusting behavior. And I'm like, how is Ryan not calling this out? That is like a like a blatant elbow foul and trying to injure your opponent while doing that foul, massive foul. And if you compare it with what Jules did, which was completely legal, he didn't even lift his elbow, and like Ryan should call that out. And Ryan was on Aussie's live stream, and they did talk about it for briefly, and none of them criticized it. Let's be honest, like they didn't really criticize it, and maybe they said that yeah, it was kind of wrong, but that was a very soft stance on that. And I all I said is that I didn't even expect Aussie to call Ryan, to call Uncle John out for this, because let's be honest, they do live streams together, they are buddies, so Aussie wouldn't call him out. But I expected Ryan to call him out for that. That's all I said. And as I said, in today's world, that is enough to cause a beef. That's not bad. He's up to 1% of the world in what? So, as I was talking, Levon had like, yeah, I was also thinking that 170,000 subscribers. 180, I said. So, there was a time where I did one muscle up with 10 kilos extra weight, and I did like 10 or 11 max muscle ups. That used to be my favorite exercise by far. But then I had shoulder surgery, and when I try that muscle up now, of course now I cannot do, but about a couple of years ago I tried that. It looks like that shoulder is going to come out of that joint once again. So it's more of a scaring thing, and it hurts as well. And since last almost 5 years, 4.5 years, I haven't done a single muscle up since my shoulder surgery, and that shoulder surgery has kind of really messed up with my shoulders. Like this has always been looking skinny, and now it's kind of affecting this one as well. I used to be able to throw a ball for a good distance. Now after this shoulder surgery, I messed up this shoulder as well somehow. I don't really know. Even on this one, I cannot really sleep like that, putting my hand behind my neck. It looks like this one is also going to dislocate, and all of that because of this shoulder. And then I heard from many people, if you dislocate one shoulder, the possibilities of dislocating the other one like somehow magically doubles. Mark, have you seen some shoulder dislocations in tennis? Like, it looks weird, but I wouldn't be surprised that just by throwing a forehand somebody may dislocate a shoulder or something. Who should be RVJ's next opponent? RVJ next opponent, Bacho Saginashvili. Levon's short, yes, okay, that's where he's gaining the subscribers from. 48 million. So that short guy, 48 million. I was literally about to think that let's watch Levon's shorts, because the only way possible for anybody to gain subscribers that fast is your chest. Yeah, most of it is fat, but it still looks in kind of good shape. If I do a few push-ups, few bench press, the chest looks good. Shoulders look really bad. Fragile AF. Eat more meat. Yeah. My joints are really fragile, man. I've broken my neck. Almost died in that accident. Dislocated my shoulder multiple times. Broken my wrist. Knee joints are all messed up. Cannot really jog even anymore. So yeah, joints are really bad. And that's one of the biggest parts where I chose to stay away from the competition. No way Bacho would crush RVJ. So who would you have him up against? RIP, rest in peace. What? So guys, thanks. It's been almost 1 hour 20 minutes now. Thanks Mark for joining as a member once again. Something is wrong with Chaffee. The moment he showed up on stage, he looked very weak and unhealthy. Yes, that Chaffee that called out Devon after beating Krasimir, he was looking kind of beefy. He was looking jacked. He doesn't look that way right now. But he says the scale says the same way, 275 pounds. So I'm not sure what is going on there. What about Jerry in North America? RVJ versus Jerry? That's a horrible match, man. That's a horrible match. Jerry would crush him. Sure, people endure their shoulders all the time. Yeah, because they serve too fast without warming up. Injure. Right, thanks. Good show, Pradeep. Best content about arm wrestling. Thank you, guys. Thank you. The Asian Arm Wrestling Championships are also over. I should have made a video about it. Few Indians got medals. Rahul Panikar got bronze. Askar Ali also got bronze in 80 kilos. Kazakhs were on top of the podium every single time, I guess. So yeah, it's not really possible to beat them. But yeah, overall, India did okay. And Pro Punja League, once again, I'm going to be doing live commentary there. So first official live commentary experience for me. So check out for that. I'll probably upload some vlogs kind of videos from there. I'll have to figure out if I stay there for those 17 days. I will be commentating from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. So I would assume I'll have to show up there at 6 p.m. somewhere around that time. And I'll be there till 10, 6 to 10. East versus West is also around the same time. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to commentate on the July East versus West event because I'll have to do commentary there. I don't really have that much energy to spend. But let's see how it goes. If I'm able to invite a couple of guests for East versus West commentary, then maybe I can do that, but not otherwise. High performance players usually don't injure their shoulders at high performance levels. What a coach for $300 an hour. Injuries are lower back and knees. Got it. Same principle with pitching in baseball. You must warm up, not just to start throwing your hardest. Yes. Being tall, I have a ton of lower back pain. So thank you guys once again. Join as a member if you can. That would be really supportive for the channel. I really appreciate that. I have like 60-70 members, but most of the memberships are going to end soon because about 80% of them were gifted by Silky Wilkie and Defense Foster. Few of them were gifted by Defense Foster. So please consider joining us. So tomorrow, you didn't really mention. So tomorrow about the same time, about 9 p.m. my time, I'm going to have this not live commentary, but this live chat with members only, and that will be totally uncensored. We can talk about anything that may not be even related to arm wrestling. Here we have to strictly keep it to arm wrestling. If you are interested in discussing some other topics kind of uncensored, then please consider joining as a member. When you subscribe to the channel, you'll see this join button. If you don't see it on your iPhone, then for sure you'll see it on your computer or mobile phone, browser, desktop mode. Click on join here, and then you'll see the different membership levels. You can join anyone you want, and I'll be reading. I read for last 4 days, I read the comments from all of the members. So not possible for me, unfortunately, to read all the comments. Last 3 days, I think. Yeah, last 3 days, all of the comments posted by members, I've read all of them. Today, after this live stream, I'll be reading some more. So thank you very much, guys. 24 years. Can I renew membership from my cell phone? I don't have a computer. Yes, of course you can. If you see the join button or if you see the see perks button there, I think you can. And YouTube will not automatically renew it since you got it as a gift. Tap the channel and tap membership. Yes, you can renew it. Okay. I don't know. Mark was a pro tennis coach. That's pretty cool. Mark is the man. We can discuss money as well. I really like to talk about money. So money will be the topic. Money around arm wrestling, money around and everything else. Mark, I hope you're here. I need some rich guys to guide me through. And that live stream will be awesome. So guys, about 23 hours from now will be a members only live stream. I'll create a community post right now. Thanks guys. Thanks. Bye. You guys are really awesome. I'll be here for a few seconds. I have not clicked end stream yet. Oh, I forgot. I want to show you guys some ads. So go away. Not go away, but when you go away from this chat, you'll have to see an ad.